Hey guys, so I decided to restart my YouTube page. This time, instead of just talking about my experiences in prison with Natalie and her experiences, I'm gonna open it up to a little bit of everything. Because I've learned a lot now with it almost being 2 years out that a lot of stuff happens to you. See, I was ready to write my book after my first year, and I'm glad I waited because so much more has happened that I think is vital for a person who is entering back into society. So, for those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Chris. I did 16 years in prison between two incarcerations. This February, I'll be out 2 years. Now, when I originally started this YouTube page, was doing it with a friend of mine that I grew up with, Natalie, who had did bedtime. You'll see her on here. She'll do some interviews with me. She won't be in every video. Because our schedules don't coincide. But she has agreed to do some interviews. I know she's really interested in kind of shining light on what goes on inside. Males and females, feds and state. And that's Wisconsin state, if we can find other people to talk about. Maybe other states. And when I mean shine a light, as not only tell you maybe the conditions of what goes on, but also to shine a light on the mistreatment. You know, a lot of people are opinionated that like you do a crime, you deserve whatever you get in. You're still a human being. It doesn't matter where you are. And also to shine a light for those that may not understand, like those that get out, how hard it is for us. I still struggle today. I ain't even gonna lie. It hasn't gotten any easier, especially with everything that's happened this year alone. And that'll be a lot of stuff that I talk to. People that already know me know a lot of it. Those that don't, I'll be talking about it because I'm gonna talk about everything. I'm gonna talk about relationships, family, friends, prison. I want to do blogs on. So I DoorDash. So a lot of places I go, I've never eaten. You know, you do a lot of time. A lot of these places are new. I would love to go and eat and blog about their food and talk about their food. And just funny videos, you know, make people laugh. I do TikTok. I'm going to start getting back into that now that I have a stable job with the same hours. So I'm going to get back into my live TikToks. My YouTube videos will be every day. Sometimes it'll be one a day. It may be 3, 4 a day. It just depends on what's going on and what's coming into my head that I feel like, you know, I want to talk about. Because there's a lot I want to talk about. There's a lot of just dumbass people. Inconsiderate people. Like, I can't even believe, I should say, how many inconsiderate people there are. I stopped watching the news when I left prison. It just was a lot of negativity. I think the news focuses more on all the negative than maybe the good that is out there. I watched the news for the first time yesterday or the day before. And I'm going to start doing that because that gives me kind of ideas, you know. And with a lot of stuff that's gone on this last year, you know, it's kind of hard to reach out and help people, you know, because when you've been fucked over, you kind of hesitate. And I have a lot of trust issues, and they've now just gotten worse. So that'll be another subject to talk about, like trust. How do you forgive? How do you let go? You know, life. What's the purpose and meaning of life? That's my big thing now, especially with a lot of people that have left and then that I've lost to death this year. Right now I'm 38, so I literally went on Facebook and said, like, who's had a midlife crisis? What does that feel like? Because that's literally what I feel like I've been going through. Because I just think with everything that has gone on this last year, no human being, that's a lot for a human being to handle. Especially just getting out, between a breakup, the death of my grandmother, um, a classmate who died, the first one I believe is the first one in our class, that hit hard. A friend then that I grew up with and knew, she just passed away suddenly. The breakup with, obviously you're gonna know his name anyways, Chino. That'll be a subject on its own. We'll get into relationships and stuff like that. I'm not gonna focus on him. Just how all that just at one time, that trusting somebody that betrays you, that just ghosts you, that shit, that makes you never want to trust anybody. Just talk about anything. I'm gonna do cooking blogs, like cooking stuff, maybe from in prison, and maybe I'll get some other people to come in that were locked up and make something. Just a lot of different stuff. I don't want to be focused on one thing, just talking about prison. I just want people to get to know me. It took me a while to actually get on here, which some people would be surprised because it's so easy for me to get on TikTok and but I think, to be honest with you, with everything that went on this year and just that relationship with him, it took a lot out of me, mentally, emotionally, physically, to where I had to question a lot of things, and I still question a lot of things. I'm very angry. And I don't know what person in their right mind wouldn't be angry, and that's another thing to talk about. Like, what do we do with that anger? Do we ever really deal with anger? Do we ever really forgive? Or does it just become something that becomes the new normal? Like me and my mom don't get along. We don't speak. She stopped talking to me when I got locked up the second time, so it's been 10 years. So one thing that really bothers me is, so I went to go see my grandpa on Christmas Day, and come to find out, my whole family got together again. I was under the impression, was told that it was just going to be the kids. And what I mean by kids is my grandpa's children. So my uncles, my mom, and then their spouses or whoever it was going to be, not the whole family. So come to find out, the whole family was there. And now this is the second year in a row that I was not invited, not included, I bet you nobody even brought up and said, where's Christopher? Did anybody invite Christopher? But you know what, I'm good with that, because, I take it and I try to use it all towards this stuff, trying to make other people smile, and I have people close to me that know, like, I make people smile, and I'm miserable inside. I've been miserable inside, even more now. Like, I'll keep going back to, like, this year, and stuff that's happened. Like, so much shit has gone on in my life that I know I'm never going to get married. I just know, because I'm never going to trust anybody. After what he did, I'll never let another human being get close to me. And those that understand that know what I'm talking about. When you've been hurt and hurt and hurt and hurt and used and betrayed, and then that one person you believe that they're the one, you finally let all that bullshit go, the walls come down, and then they slide right under your radar. You know what I mean? And then they come out here and they act how you knew. You know what I mean? That shit, that just fucks me up. Like, how a person can say, I love you 4, 5, 10 times a day, call you every day from inside, every day, they call, love you, and then come out here and act like none of that shit mattered. I guess, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but yeah, so that's me. I would just want people to get to know me, You know, I want people to be able to relate, because I think that I have a lot of shit to talk about, and I think a lot of people can relate and empathize and sympathize and start a conversation. You know what I mean? Or give me ideas of things to talk about or ask questions. You know what I mean? So I have an email that's specifically for TikTok that I'm also going to use on here, and it's chrisfisher2024@gmail.com. So CHRISFISCHER2024@gmail.com. Email there, please no hate, because I'll block you. I'm not gonna put up with none of the shit. I don't put up with the shit on TikTok. I don't put up with the shit on Facebook. You can find my pages on Facebook. One's public. I don't. My TikTok, CM Fisher, spelled the same way as the email, the last name. 2, that's my TikTok. Yeah, just get to know me, follow me. We'll have some laughs. Pop one of my videos that I record in. Maybe I'll do a dancing thing to help you get out of your funk, and hopefully make you laugh and feel better. I want it to be informational, but I also want people to be able to smile and laugh, because I feel like we need more of that in this world. There's so much hate, there's so much negativity, there's so much two-facedness, there's so many frauds. And I think we as people need to do better, be more supportive, be more understanding, loving, caring, and embrace each other, So that's me. So like I said, I'll do a video for sure every day. Sometimes multiple videos, just depends on the mood and what I'm feeling and what I feel like talking about. I might talk about the same thing several times. I'm sorry, but I do get high. I smoke that weed. It should be legalized everywhere. I don't know why it's not, but that's my opinion. Take it or leave it. I wish everybody the best. Happy New Year. It's coming up. Be safe and have a great day. Thank you.